Hello everyone, thank you for joining me here on episode 6 of Vegan Police TV. In this episode I'm going to share my thoughts on the whole subject of vegans and vasectomies and zero population growth and all that sort of stuff. So let's get into it. Now, as I'm sure most people are aware, it's something that's heavily pushed by the Raw Till 4 clique. Is it a requirement or the need for male vegans in that, or the males in that particular environment to get vasectomies? Now they push it a lot. I'm sure we've all seen the the clips around the 17-year-old getting a vasectomy and his partner at the time, not sure if they're still now, bragging about getting a vasectomy and all that sort of stuff. Now, two things, my thoughts. First of all, a 17-year-old getting a vasectomy is, regardless of which way you look at it, he is still a boy. He's still not old enough to make his decisions. And this is the thing. This is what's wrong. These people that are over there that encourage him, supported him, or didn't challenge him have a lot to answer for, and they should really be held accountable for it, because this is the thing, is that this guy is 17. He's got the rest of his life ahead of him. Whether he stays with that particular female for the rest of his life, who knows? If he does, good for him, and good for them. If he doesn't, then what happens if he meets someone and gets back, when he gets back to the real world, wherever he comes from, and gets back to life, and then his peer group start having kids and they get married and settle down and all that sort of stuff, and then he thinks, hey, he wants to do it. And yes, as you can see with the in the back there, I've got a 2-year-old son. It was his birthday a couple of days ago, so happy birthday to him. And this is the thing, it's I'm 43. 43? Yeah, 43. And he's my firstborn, so I waited 40-something years to have a kid. And this is the thing, is that from the perspective that's going on, is that they want to be able to indulge in those practices and not have the risk of the female getting pregnant. Well, it's the thing, is that aren't they aware of their cycles? Don't they know when they're fertile, when they ovulate and things like that? If they do, time it around that. If they don't, then come on, you're supposed to be so enlightened. Become aware of that. Become aware of whatever's going on. And it's the thing, is that it just brings up so many other they're having sex, okay? That's what happens when you have sex, especially if you have unprotected sex, is that there's a chance or the risk of the female getting pregnant. Do it, find out the days when she's ovulating. Don't do it on those days. If either of you are really busting that you need to have a release of something on the 2 or 3 days that she is fertile, go for a ride up the mountain, go for a cold shower, do it to yourself. There's no, for it to be promoted as the savior of the planet, that's just a whole lot of ignorant, selfish load of BS. Now, getting on to the next thing about BS as well, is that it's, they've said that, we don't want to procreate, we don't want more kids on the planet, we don't want more this, because there's just going to be an extra burden on the planet. And what was the infamous leader, Harley, was saying that they're a drain on this and a drain on that. And it's the thing, I've got my son. I love my son dearly, and he is not a drain. No matter if he's awake all night because he's teething or something's going on, that is not a drain. That is something that I enjoy. When he was young, as babies do, they throw up. And that was something, that was one of the joys of being a father. Even now, changing his poopy nappy and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, sometimes it gets a bit on the nose, but for me, that's something that's the joy of being a father, and to have a little man like that to know that you're going to have an impact on someone's life. And, for me, I think, I didn't have a kid for having a kid's sake. It was, as I said, I waited, 40 years to have one. For me, the timing was right and everything was right. So, that came along. But, it's the thing is that, this 17-year-old kid, who's to say, he's 17. Oh my God. I mean, what was I into when I was 17? I think Guns N' Roses, I think the A-Team was still going on at the time. That was a brilliant show. All the things, have a look at what, 30 years, nearly 30 years ago. Things change. I mean, and how can he make a decision to say, yep, this is for the rest of my life, I don't want children? And it is, as I said, it is irresponsible and unethical of the supposedly mature adults to encourage this child, because that's what he is a child, to go and get this done. Now, he made up his mind, he made this, but pardon me, there's a reason why in Australia children aren't, and that's what he is, as I said, children. He's a child. That's why they're not allowed to vote, they're not allowed to drink, they're not allowed to drive cars, because they don't have the maturity, they don't have the responsibility, they don't have the life experience to make, decisions that they will stick for the rest of their life. Now, I'm not saying that when they turn 18, they've got those, maturity to do it all as well, because, what I have to do is go out on a Friday or Saturday night and see that they don't. And the same thing, there's a lot of 30 and 40-year-olds that don't have the maturity to make those decisions for themselves. So that's the thing. And the other thing I wanted to touch on is that if these people are so concerned about the population, why are they still here? If they want to, take the burden or not contribute to the burden of the planet by not having kids, why are they still here themselves? Because when they're here, everything that they do every day puts a burden on the planet. So, and this is the thing, is that, now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that they should go and do, a big mass exodus from the planet and go to the mothership and all that sort of stuff. What I'm saying is that to, on one hand, to ethically or morally say it's irresponsible and it's immoral to want to have children in this day and age, and then on the other hand, by them still living, then, what's the difference? What's the difference between having one more person and then having, them there as well? So, and this is the thing, is that this is where they don't think about it. It's one person has said something, everyone else is following along. And, it seems that, you have a look at the TV show, the movie, Idiocracy, that the population just got dumbed down over time because the intelligent ones weren't breeding. What was it? Wall-E, that Pixar movie, I think it was, where the people in the gym or the lifestyle center, of what it was, whoever said, oh, green's a popular color today, they all change their outfits to green. Oh, red's a popular color, they all change their outfits to red. That's what it is. He said, just because one person says something, everyone else follows along. Well, no. We need to be making a positive impact on this world. We need to, because we're vegans living in a non-vegan world, we need to start making a positive impact. Having mouths run off and say that, oh, you're immoral if you have sex with your partner and you haven't got a vasectomy. Well, really, you're also immoral too, is that if you do it, if you practice unsafe sex, because who knows what you're giving your partner at the time or what your partner is giving you. And by the same token as well, is that even vasectomies and tubal ligations and all that sort of stuff aren't 100% effective. The only thing that is 100% effective is abstinence. So if you don't want to have kids, don't have sex. Pure and simple as that. Now, might end this one coming up, I'm getting a bit close to 10 minutes now, so I wanted to make this one a bit of a short rant. The other thing too, and this is a personal note or personal message to Vegan Ava as well, please stop doing all those videos that you're doing, your second thoughts about vasectomy and all these other clickbait titles. You're not doing yourself any good. remember, this is the internet, so what you say now is going to be around for the rest of your life. Yes, what are you, 26, 27 now? Another 10 years. Who's to say another 5 years? You're not going to change your mind and think, oh my God, I want to have kids now, my clock's ticking, and, I want to have a family, or I want to, do whatever it is, and all that sort of stuff. You can't say now that I will be, I'll never want kids, because that's, forever is a long time. So please stop doing these videos. Please stop promoting it as the savior of the planet, because you're only making yourself look bad. And I don't think it's something that you've thought through either. I think I'm judging by some of the things that I've been watching of you, and if that is your real personality that is coming across in the YouTube clips, I don't think you have the maturity to make some of the decisions that you're making, or you're encouraging other people to make. So I do encourage you to stop doing what you're doing. Get away from that toxic environment where you are in Thailand, and go back to the real world, wherever you came from. If you want to spend time away from there, go and spend time somewhere else. I think that toxic environment that you're in at the moment is doing a lot of damage to you, and I hope that you do either wake up or do get rescued in some way from that environment before it starts doing permanent damage to you and to those that you care about. So that's a personal message to there. So please stop. Okay, ending this one now. Encourage everyone to have a look at vegansummit.co. That's a summit that's coming up late August, early September. I'm putting it together, so there'll be a number of people talking about animal rights issues, intersectionality, YouTube veganism and things like that. I do encourage everyone to have a look on that. As a special gift or discount for the people that view this channel, if you head on over to vegansummit.co /YouTube, there will be a separate membership option there where you can get a lifetime ticket to the Vegan Summit. It's all virtual, it's all online, so you don't have to travel anywhere. So you can get that for $47 Australian. Normal price is going to be $97, with part of the money raised going to the charity of the Speaker's Choice. So so it's a discounted price of $47. So head on over to that. It's $47 Australian. It gives you lifetime access to two of the clips, so you can watch the clips 4 weeks later after the summit's been finished. You can also subscribe, and the clips will be put up for free for everyone for a period of 24 hours. So the other thing too is that if you do become a member or do subscribe to pay through the subscription, that you also get the opportunity to participate in the live discussions with the various speakers at times. Now the schedule and all that is being worked on at the moment. The official release of the Vegan Summit is the 1st of August. So it'll run for a couple of weeks, and then the summit's going to take place at the end of August. So head on over to that. There'll be a link in the description on this. So head on over there. You'll find my rants on veganpolice.com.au, on Facebook, Tumblr, all that sort of places. All the links will be below. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you like this, give this a thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. Leave your comments, subscribe, pardon me, and all that sort of good stuff. So thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to having you join me on the next episode of Vegan Police TV. Bye for now.